Hi, my name is Nadya Borisova, and I'm going to talk about the game which I have created especially for the course board game history of board games. Now, let me share my screen and show you what I managed to do. So, as a foreigner in Istanbul, I found it quite interesting to create a board game about it. So here we are. Now, this is a board game Istanbul for foreigners, and it's not any moment in time. It's 2022, the year when we still have to deal with the pandemic. That's why, as you can see, HES code is required immediately. So here is the board. Let me also tell you what else do we need. We are going to need 2 dice because this game is based on a standard game of the goose mechanism. So every player in their turn will roll 2 dice and move their pieces. We are gonna need this, these tokens. Every player is going to move his or her tokens along the board with the numbers. And the goal of the game is to come from start here to the finish, and finish is Boğaziçi University campus. So you have to go all this long way up to here. And just like in every game of the goose, the players will have some traps and pits, meaning difficult parts, and also they will have some tiles which will help them advance in the game. So as I said, the basic mechanism is game of the goose, but also I added some, as you can see, those arrows here. I added some ideas from Snakes and Ladders, and also I added some more. I will just explain it in a little bit. So let me zoom in and show you what's going on the map here. So basically, we start at Istanbul airport, arriving as a foreigner to this wonderful city, and we start rolling the dice. And the tile number 2 is interesting because if a player manages to roll 1 and 1, which is, well, not a big probability, right? They will get a fast track card immediately taken up from here, which means that whenever they later in the game land on the tile saying skip a turn, they are exempt of this. They are free to go next time, just like a regular move. So this is a fast track, like a business class. Okay, right. And then, as I mentioned, we live in the present condition with the pandemic all around us, unfortunately still. That is why we're also going to need to obtain a HES code. HES code cards are, they go together with the game. We have 4 of them, just as the number of players. And whenever a player lands on the blue tile, they take 1 HES code card from this place on the map. 1 person only needs 1 HES code, and it will be really, really useful towards the end of the game. You will see why. So you go all the way here, and then number 10 is your hotel. And number 10 is a great place because it makes you go right to number 42. 42 is, let me see where it is. It is over here, 42. Right? Cool. Okay. So that's a cool advancement, actually, from 10 to 42. If you don't land on 10, that's okay. You just go on your regular way. And then on for, perhaps I should just zoom in a bit more and explain the some significant tiles. So number 10 is Mecidiköy Metrobus. So anybody familiar with the Istanbul geography will know that from here you can easily go all the way down here to Kadıköy. That is why this is a shortcut, right? Okay, then we have here several shopping malls, Axis, Trump Towers, and Jawahir, all situated in Mecidiköy Şişli. Then Fulya, then we have a hotel in which presumably a player stays. Then we have Nişantaşı, and then we have Maçka Park, from which you can fastly and easily go to Beşiktaş Stadium here. Again, that's a cool advancement. If not, if you happen to land on 15, which is a famous Taksim Square in Istanbul, well, you're still lucky because you will go down using the funicular. You will go down to Kabatash 52. And I remind you that the last tile is numbered 63 over here. So again, that's a great advancement. Right, okay, if you're not that lucky, that's fine. You just proceed over here, here, here. This is a famous Istiklal Street, the walking street of Istanbul. This is a Galata Tower, as you can see. Then Golden Horn. So this part of water is called Golden Horn of Haliç in Turkish. And then comes the trouble. As you know, as a foreigner, or maybe you don't know, but I will tell you, as a foreigner, you have to deal with the bureaucracy with some documents. And first of all, you need to obtain this tax number, taxpayer number. For that, you go to Vergi Dairesi. And this is, since it's a governmental institution, chances are you might want to wait there in the line for quite a long time. That is why you skip one turn here. Okay, then you have a coffee shop, a famous coffee and baklava shop in Istanbul, Hacı Efendi. And then comes the worst tile in all this game. I did not include any death tiles, which means that you cannot continue the game, but this one is pretty tough. So this is the immigration office or Göç İdaresi. So anyone who has ever dealt with documents in Istanbul would know that you go there at like 8 o'clock in the morning and you are lucky if you go out at 4 p.m. That is why you have to skip 3 turns here. But remember, if you happen to have this fast track card, these rules will not apply to you. You will just continue your regular game. And then this area is pretty much packed because this is the historical peninsula of Istanbul. And here we have quite a lot of everything. So we have Istanbul University here, then the Beyazıt area, then you have Grand Bazaar, of course. Then number 25 and all the blue tiles, by the way, they will give you +1 turn. So if you land here, you just throw your dice again, roll the dice again. So this is Basilica Cistern, and why here you have one more turn is because there is a legend that over there is a column in which you can place your finger, turn it somehow, I think like this, and make a wish. So this is a happy place, lucky place, magical place, so you can have one more turn. Number 26 is Blue Mosque. Number 27 is Hagia Sophia, which you can see over here. This is the perhaps the most famous place in Istanbul. Then you have the old hammam, historical one. You have a cafe, you have a souvenir shop here. You have a Sultan Hotel, Gülhane Park, and all these blue tiles. If you land on any of them, you receive this hash code. If you have already received it before, you don't need to do anything, right? Topkapi Museum, which is again famous and which was the residence of the Ottoman Sultans for quite a long time. Then you have Aya Irini, it's another famous place. And then you have Archaeological Museum. Then you have Museum of Islamic Art. And then you have the railway station, the old railway station, which was the end of the Paris-Istanbul train, also known as Oriental Express. This is a station called Sirkeci. And here, if you land it, you again take one more turn. 37, okay. Now, from here, I don't have a, this is probably the lack in design. From here, you go all the way to Üsküdar using a ferry, most probably. From here, up, you're in Üsküdar. And if you are in Üsküdar, you're lucky enough to take another ferry and go to 54, right? If not, you continue this Kız Kulesi or a Maiden Tower, this one, yet another famous attraction in Istanbul where you usually sit down, drink tea, and have this wonderful piece of bread called simit and enjoy your time. And then 39, okay, then you go here to 40, to Kadıköy. Kadıköy is yet another famous place. 41 is Barlar Sokak, or the street of bars. And mind you, if I hope the people who are watching this video right now are over 18, so I can talk about this. Barlar Sokak is a place where you go, you get drunk, and next day you're just not alive. So basically here, that is why here you skip one more turn. Then you have Moda Sahil. This is the beautiful seaside promenade where you can just walk and enjoy the view and fresh air. Then another tile is Soğutlu Çeşme. This is the train station and metro bus station, and quite a big station actually. Then you go here, and then there is a tunnel which actually goes under the Bosphorus all the way here. And then you are at 46, and then 47, you skip one turn again, because on the Galata Bridge, you may be cheated by some people who wants to shine your shoes. Okay. If you escape from this, you go next, and then here you have again an area where you can get a HES code if you still haven't. Right here you have Karaköy, then you have a baklava shop, another restaurant, newly opened Galata Port, and then Kabataş Pier, and then you go to Beşiktaş Stadium, Beşiktaş Pier. Then there is a beautiful Yıldız Park over here, which used to belong to the Sultans again. And this is a quite nice piece of greenery in the very heart of the city, I have to say. Then you have Ortaköy Mosque over here, and just under the bridge. And then you go here, Zorlu Center, and you are approaching now to the final destination. And here comes the problem. On number 58, your HES code has to be checked. And if you do not have this card, unfortunately, you go back to your hotel, which is number 12, right over here. If you have a HES code, everything is okay, and you just continue. 59 is Levent. Then this is a metro station. Nispeti and Etiler are also metro stations coming towards Boğaziçi. And then on 62, at the gate, you again have this HES code check. And if you don't have it, unfortunately, you are again back to your hotel. If you don't have it, that's fine. And then here, I also have the bounce rule. We call it bounce rule. So if I am, let's say I am here on 59 and I throw 2 and 4. So I go 1, 2, in total it is 6, right? So I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I bounce back 5, 6. Until I throw exactly the number to go to Boğaziçi University campus. Yeah, I think that's it with the tiles. What else shall I say here? So everything is pretty much color-coded and self-explanatory, I think. We need the dice, and 2 to 4 players can play, and it is 18 plus because of this tiny little tile, which I could not help but included. And what else? I think that's about it, basically. So I hope you enjoyed this game. And if you have any questions, I'm always ready to answer them. Thank you.